Compromise is something that we're always taught that we have to have. We always have to compromise. Now, I agree to this to a certain extent, but when it comes down to hiring private equity-backed C-suite executives, your compromise has to be minimal, and it has to be on none of the high priority requirements. So if your candidate's missing M&A and you know that's an important element, that's too big of a compromise to make. When you're building out your scorecards, it's to build out high criteria, even if you want to go just high criteria, low criteria, or areas that you're prepared to compromise on, providing that they tick all the other boxes. You're looking for candidates that hit the 90% mode of all the criteria you're looking for. We don't compromise below that because that gives you the element of risk. And yes, I'm sure we all have single examples of when we've hired somebody that worked out and we compromised. But the problem is it's a 1 in 10 factor. That in order to find that one person, you may have to hire a further 9 people and go through them to have that element of, yeah, I was proven right, the compromise was worth it. This person didn't have X, but they were still successful anyway. Problem being is the other 9 people you have to go through, you've only got a 5-year, 6-year time horizon depending on what you work on, and it's just too much of a risk. When you're looking to compromise, it's a clear indicator that you do not have enough candidate flow. Now, part of that could be your process of how you're generating that candidate flow, the executive search firm you're working with, the advert that you've put out yourselves, the network that you have. But it could also be that the parameters of the criteria of the search are too tight and that you need to broaden that criteria to open yourself up to better individuals. And I don't mean, well, we'll remove the M&A part. What I mean is, well, we're looking for somebody who has the exact same product max, the exact same industry max. Well, is that key criteria? Do your other executives have that criteria that you could reduce down and say, right, we can look at people from this product family rather than just this single product, and exactly the same for services. So when you're looking at compromising for your search and you're looking at bringing in your CXO and going, we'll give them a shot, don't give them a shot. And maybe it's always a no. You need to go back to the start of the process and work on the candidate flow and your funnel and your pipeline. For further information about working with Raw Selection to support you in driving and increasing that pipeline and getting the right talent into your portfolio companies, please do reach out to us at Raw Selection.